Fly healthy.
All right. Ethan is looking for a second date update this morning with a woman named Julia. Let's see if we can get Ethan and Julia back together again. Hi, Ethan. How are you?
Hey, guys. Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
Good morning.
Good.
Did you just go on the one date?
Yeah. So, and I don't really know what's going on. So I guess I could tell you a little about what happened.
Yeah. Start from how you met, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. So I met this girl on Hinge, and I thought we had a really good time together.
What'd you guys do?
First we went to dinner. We had quite a few drinks, and then we came back and hung out at my place for a little bit.
Okay. So dinner, drinks, back to your place. Was it implied that you were going to hook up, or was it for like a nightcap? How did that play out?
No, it was more for a nightcap. Like, didn't seem like a one-night stand or anything. Like, we got to know each other and more, of a nightcap to hang out.
Okay.
Yeah, and the whole thing lasted like 5 hours, which for me is like some kind of a record, on a first date. And I had fun. I thought she was like super cool.
There must have been a lot of pre-drinking going on if the whole date lasted 5 hours.
5 hours.
He also said a few drinks. I'm figuring if you had one per hour, that's a little more than a few.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, they were pacing themselves, right, Ethan?
Yeah, we were together a while, so.
Okay.
But she seems smart. She's sarcastic, like all that stuff. Like, I loved it.
Smart and sarcastic. That can be dangerous.
I mean, hello,
It's also
clearly.
pretty intriguing, you know?
So you're enjoying it, not in any hurry for the date to end.
Yeah. And, like I said, I liked her. She was fun. She also does a pretty good job. She's a therapist, which I will tell you made me a bit self-conscious. Like, she's analyzing everything I say. But I don't know. That's just like, she does a good job at what she does. Also, she laughed at my jokes, which I liked. I mean, even the lame ones, and it seemed pretty sincere. There were really no, dead moments. Like, we had plenty to talk about. We have similar family backgrounds. We're both from the east side. We both love animals. She has a few dogs, and I have a couple cats and a lizard.
Nice.
Just like a lot of stuff in common. Like, we love the Bengals. We're both UC fans. That's actually where she graduated. So, yeah, it just was fun. Like, we had a lot in common, and it just seemed like it was going well. We met at the restaurant, had dinner and drinks. Then before we went to my place, we went to another bar for a few more drinks. And then the reason we went to my place to begin with is because she said she wanted to meet my lizard. So I wasn't really sure what she meant by lizard.
Geez.
I thought it was like maybe code, but I went with it.
Okay.
I mean, if she wanted to meet my lizard, I was okay with that. And if she just wanted to meet like my pet lizard, that's fine too.
You just
no
weren't
rush.
sure.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, but it turns out she just wanted to meet the pets. So whatever. I thought maybe next time. It's the first date. So I did take her back to her car after, and I kissed her goodnight, and she seemed mildly into it. It was okay with potential. So I don't know. I told her I'd call her. She said okay. So I reached out, and she's just not getting back to me. I left her a voicemail and sent her a text. But I don't want to be overbearing. But I just, I'm confused. And I don't really know what went so wrong, I guess.
So pre-drinking, dinner, post-drinking, a stop at your place, and that's where it ended. You guys didn't go back out after the hello to the lizard.
No, I walked her to her car after.
All right, just making sure I got my notes straight here.
Nice.
Let me ask you this. Do you think it's possible, is it possible that in your mind you're thinking, hey, I'm really attracted to this person. I see potential for a relationship with this person. And she was thinking, hey, I really like this person as a friend.
Friend zoning you.
Kind of friend zoning you.
Immediately, yeah.
I mean, it was the first date. I don't think we friend zoned each other that quickly. At least I didn't friend zone her.
So you're assuming that she sees you as someone
with potential. There's
in
romantic
her mind,
potential.
this was a date. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's romantic
100%,
potential.
for sure.
Okay.
I'm kind of interested by you said she was mildly into the kiss. What do you, she didn't really kiss you back, or?
I don't know. I went in to kiss her. I initiated it, and she kissed me back. But, yeah, it wasn't anything too hot and heavy. It was more of just a goodnight kiss. That
She
I
wasn't
initiated.
grabbing you by the back of the head or slamming you up against the car or anything like that.
Yeah.
Right.
She wasn't it didn't lead into the kiss and then leading into going back, to pet the lizard.
So funny.
Gotcha.
Okay. Any other questions, you guys? Or-
No, I don't think
so.
I think we're good. Sorry.
Ethan, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll call Julia and see what's going on.
Sounds good.
All right, buddy. More to come. Jeff and Jen, Cincinnati's Q102. All right, Ethan met Julia on Hinge. Went out, had a few drinks, had a nice dinner, went back to his place. I guess not really to hook up, but just to meet his animals. They're both really into animals. She's got a couple of dogs. He's got a couple of cats and a lizard. Mm-hmm. And a lot of other things in common. You know, they're both from the east side, both love their Bengals.
Yep.
Big UC fans.
Yep.
So what's not to love here, right? Mm-hmm. Only thing is, nothing really happened because Ethan was describing the kiss when he walked her to her car as she was leaving. And by the way, they did not hook up, but even when they were kissing, it just seemed like she was kind of into it, but not really. Didn't feel very passionate to you, Ethan. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So we're going to try to get to the bottom of it because as far as Ethan's concerned, she's great, right? I mean, you didn't have any complaints. This is someone that you could potentially see yourself in a relationship with. You love the fact that she's got this smart, sarcastic sense of humor.
Yeah, it was a fun date. I liked a lot of things about her, and I thought we had a good time.
Yeah. I mean, at the very least, you guys could be friends, no?
I mean, I'm looking for a little more than that, but I guess we'll see.
Okay. Let's call her up. You ready?
Let's do it.
All right.
Hello.
Hello. Is this Julia?
Yes, this is she.
Hi, Julia. It's Jeff and Jen at Q102. How are you this morning?
Jeff and Jen, are you kidding me?
Hi.
Hi.
No. No kidding.
Are you guys calling for a second date update?
Oh, jeez.
That kind of is the only reason we ever call people anymore. We just don't reach out enough, you know?
It is encouraging that, the majority of the people we call already know it's second date update time.
That's true.
And if they don't hang up on us first.
That's good too.
Yeah, because most of the prizes we just deliver to your house these days. So
Right.
you're right about that.
And do you know who we're calling about? You and...
Ethan.
Yeah, it's Ethan. Did you not like Ethan?
Yeah.
He sounds very nice.
Very nice.
Okay, so what did he tell you?
Well, he said you're smart, kind of sarcastic. You're very funny. You have a lot in common. You're both from the east side. You love your Bengals. You see, he just really enjoyed his evening with you, and you spent like 5 hours with him. So I always tell this to people that you go on these long dates, and then what happened? Like they just hang in there too long?
Okay, so here's the thing. The date was fine, like nothing awful, but definitely nothing spectacular. Just kind of middle of the road there.
Fine.
But yeah, I honestly like would have gone out with him again, but then we actually ended up going back to his place, and there's just something he said that made me think again.
Okay, what did he say?
Okay, so he has these two cats, which I love. Like, I have two dogs. I love animals, and I love a guy who loves cats. To me, it just says he has a tender heart, and I just think it's so sweet when a guy has a cat.
Yes.
And he has
Jeff
two.
is a cat dad. What a tender heart he has.
Yeah, I'm Mr. Tenderhearted. Well, women say that, though, but I don't know that that's necessarily a turn on to women. You know what I
to
mean?
have a tender heart?
No, like guys who are into cats is probably not.
Well, I suppose it all depends on if she's into cats too, because it would really suck for there will obviously what I have gone and done to my house, my home. If a man were going to come into my life, he better be
better be into
tenderhearted
it.
toward cats, or else
yeah.
we're not going to get along.
He better
very
be
well.
like borderline, like crazy cat man.
Exactly.
Because you really like the cats.
I did it.
It's like you're glad that he's into cats, but on the other hand, you may not be turned on by a guy who's into cats.
You know, I hear that most women are turned off by men with cats, but I'm actually a therapist, so what I tend to find that men who have cats are actually more in touch with their emotions and just a little more, I don't know.
Well,
Okay.
that's cool.
I get it.
That's good.
That makes sense. I mean,
Right.
I don't know a ton of men that have that live alone and have cats, or solo or single parenting cats.
Yeah.
But the ones that do, I mean, they do seem to have very soft spots for these animals, and that I think is very sweet.
Okay. So
I mean, and he also has a lizard, so that's kind of more guy-ish. So I was kind of intrigued by the two cats and the lizard.
oh, that's right. I forgot about the lizard.
How
yeah.
big is his lizard?
Hey-o. You don't have to answer that.
Well, I'm just thinking, is it like a little salamander or is it,
gecko.
like one
An
of those
iguana.
dragon things that bit and attacked that one actress that one time?
Oh, Komodo
Komodo.
dragon.
Yes,
Yeah.
is it a Komodo dragon?
No.
It wasn't like a salamander, but it wasn't huge.
Oh,
Okay.
hilarious.
So what happened?
So one of his cats is named Mr. Beasley, and he's just one of those cats with an attitude, like an extra attitude. And if he wants your attention, he demands it. Otherwise, you don't exist unless
Yeah.
he wants to pay attention to you.
Right.
So those kind of cats just like crack me up.
They are
But
funny.
Ethan likes to do different kind of weird things to get Mr. Beasley's attention and get him to react, including on occasion, he'll take a dump in Mr. Beasley's litter box.
What the?
And once he said that, it was like done. I was out.
Same.
Hey, honey,
Gotta
he
go.
he was kidding. He had to have been kidding.
I really don't think he was. Like, he gave me a detailed explanation of one time that he did it, and I was like, wow.
I don't understand what's happening
real?
and why.
Don't look at me.
I mean, I don't understand.
Not one of my techniques. Ethan?
Yes.
Was this an attempt to bond with Mr. Beasley? Because I know when you have multiple cats, a lot of times one of them goes in the litter box and the other one's standing outside, like wondering what the heck is going on in there.
Ew.
No, it wasn't just to bond with Mr. Beasley. That's not the thing here. I can see why you think that's weird. No, it's an issue where he wasn't using the bathroom. He wasn't using the litter box for a while. He actually was having some mistakes on the carpet, so I was actually trying to train him on how to properly use the litter box.
Shut up.
You're showing him how to do it.
I don't believe
Ethan,
you.
I think cats know. I don't think they don't use the litter box because they don't
Well,
know.
I actually read an article online. It was a theory on Reddit, actually.
Oh, jeez.
That you have to teach cats how to go?
Well, cats sometimes follow direction, is what it said. So I thought that if he saw me do this, it would improve his behavior.
Did
Oh,
it?
my goodness.
Did he start using it after you? I wonder too, isn't if there's another smell in there? Because what I've noticed with all of mine, I've got 4 litter boxes in the house, and they seem to rotate. Like they're all using one day, and the next day they all decide to go in another one. So were you maybe trying to like mark the territory so then he would come in and say, no, this is my litter box, and then he would go.
To be fair, I think it actually worked, and I would back this up. I mean, Mr. Beasley hasn't made any mistakes in a while.
Well, I guess that's encouraging. I mean, that would be my first concern is if he's not using the litter box, you know how the vets will say you need to get him checked out because he
Right.
could be associating the litter box with pain.
Or something. Yeah, there might be something going on.
Yeah. Did you take him to a vet? Are we sure everything is good there?
I haven't gone to the vet yet. It's all been through this Reddit forum that I've been trying to read up on how to solve
Right.
this.
Okay. I've never heard of that in my life.
No, and I would definitely, before anybody else out there tries it, get maybe a professional opinion on
Yeah.
this outside
Might be a good idea.
of Reddit.
I don't
Because
know that my cat would ever use the litter box again if I
after
let.
you did a number in there.
Uh-uh.
Well, my other question would be a lot of, different diseases or bacterial infections or parasitic infections are spread that way.
Right.
So I don't know if maybe there might be something in yours that he could catch if he goes in the litter box after you.
Oh, gross. I
That
didn't
would
even
be
think
a
about
concern too. And so that's why I would recommend
Probably not.
speaking to a veterinarian before
Mr.
trying this one at home.
Mr. Beasley's using the litter box now, though, and that's the
Mr.
important thing. I guess.
Beasley.
Yes.
So funny.
That is like the perfect name for a cat, though, by the way, on a totally sidebar note.
Yeah. So, Julie, I don't know if this makes a difference to you at all. I mean, as strange as this seems, there is a sort of method to the madness there. When he explains it, it kind of makes sense, even though it wouldn't be my choice.
Bottom line, like, I can't date a guy who defecated in his cat's litter box. Like, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I would say that your theory of on him being tenderhearted is accurate, because any man that would be willing to do that in order to help his cat has to have a certain amount of tenderness in his heart.
I can't get over the visual though. Like just in my head, the whole him and the box.
Listen, I totally see this in the event. Like, I think dogs are more likely to pick up on example behavior where if a puppy keeps having an accident in the house, it's, taking him outside will only go so far. Sometimes you just got to take a whiz outside to just show them, hey, this is how we do it.
How you do it.
See this bush, buddy?
Yeah.
This is what you do with this bush.
Right.
Yeah.
If you do it right, you can sign your name and all kinds of things.
That's right. And then he overhears a tree. That's another option for you.
Yep.
Yeah.
I hope you get a dog one day, Jeff. It's about time. Really show him how it's done, buddy.
We want video of you peeing all over the yard, showing the dog what to do.
Watch me. Watch this. All right. So no second date, I guess. I'm sorry.
I guess I won't maybe bring this up on the next date I go on.
Yeah, you may want to hold on to this one for a while.
Or forever, maybe. Just
Really did
don't
not
talk about it again.
Expect it to be this.
Well, good luck, you guys.
Thanks, guys.
That's the first. Second date update. You need help? Send us an email, Jeff and Jen at WKRQ.com. We have some news that didn't make the news happening here in just a minute, including the worst text message you can read over someone's shoulder while you're on a plane. Plus, can you successfully peel a raw egg? And is the moon connected to behavior? I think
Yes.
I think we know the answer, but there's some new stuff to go through when it comes to that. So that's all coming.